Richard.
How are you?
Richard.
Hi Richard, good to see you.
It's wonderful to have you here after all this time. It's been so long.
It's been a long time coming.
I hope we're going to minimise the conflict.
We'll try our best, Dad.
Hi guys, I'm going to be live streaming my whole family reunion, and my family is pretty crazy, so shit's going to get real. Make sure you follow. Bye!
And Hudson and Marta?
Hudson should be here soon. Marta, who knows? Oh, could be him now.
Yeah.
Hey Dad,
Hey, Hudson.
is Her Majesty here?
Hey, don't say that about Vivian, okay? Come on in, put your bags down. I don't want any trouble from you, okay?
Whatever. You in the market for any more of this coke?
I told you that was a one-off.
What would Dad say if he found out?
Well, everyone, it's absolutely wonderful to have you all here this weekend.
I'll get it. Hey Mom.
Hello, darling. How are you?
I'm good. Dad's here, but he brought Vivian.
Oh, don't worry. The moon is on winning crescent. I'm sure everything will be okay. What about your brother and sister?
Half siblings, Mom. Yes, Augie and Cleo are here, as present as always.
Hi, Marta. How nice to see you. Children, no phones at the table, please.
Oh, Marge. Cleopatra's just hit 200,000 followers on Instagram, and Augie, well, he needs to stay in contact with his girlfriend because we don't want her to lose interest. Her father's a Supreme Court judge, you know.
Hey!
Hudson?
Hey, let's keep the conflict to a minimum.
I think we need some licorice.
I better get some more biscuits.
Richard, could you please help me?
Sure.
Now, everybody, if we're going to stay up for the fireworks tonight, now would be a good time to have a rest.
That's a great idea. That's it, darlings. Time to wake up. Hudson.
I'm Detective Brown, this is Detective Harper. Can I ask who you are?
I'm Marta, Hudson's mum.
Could you take us to the body?
Yes, please come through.
I think we can get it. Pale skin, bluish purple lips. His pupils are dilated too. Poisoning maybe?
Looks like it.
Should I check the pockets?
Good idea, Harper.
We'll need to send that.
This will need testing.
Boss?
Don't worry about that now, Harper. Call the coroner first and we'll let everyone know we'll be doing interviews straight away.
First of all, I'd like to say I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
I understand you were the one who found Hudson dead.
So Marta, tell us what happened.
My plane was delayed. I arrived to the house just after 3:30, and the family were sitting down eating when I arrived to the house. Yeah, things started fine. Everyone seemed happy to see each other, but it wasn't long until they started all fighting.
What were you arguing about?
Well, Hudson took his siblings' phones away, and Vivian was not happy about it.
Hudson?
And what happened next?
We decided to take a nap so we could stay up for the fireworks. And then I went and checked on Hudson, and he was gone. He was blue and lifeless. It was that bitch, Vivian.
May I offer my deepest condolences?
Why don't you take us through your day, Richard?
So we arrived to the gathering about 3 p.m. I arrived with Vivian, my wife, and the kids, Cleopatra and Augustus. Hudson arrived shortly after. I mean, he seemed fine. He's had some problems with drugs, but I thought it was getting better. But in hindsight, he was in trouble. I should have got him help.
So, you think it was drugs that killed him?
It must have been. No one would have wanted him dead.
Were you too close?
Yeah, I mean, we had our ups and downs like any father and son, but yeah, we were pretty tight.
What about Vivian? How did she get along with Hudson?
How long's this going to take? Cleopatra needs me to do her makeup for a live stream. Do you follow Polished and Perfect on TikTok?
No, this watch is strictly analog, but it does tick and tock, I suppose.
We understand you didn't get on with Hudson. Is that correct?
Nobody got along with that little shit. Well, except perhaps for his mother. He was a thief. A druggie. And a con man. But I couldn't have done it either. I was in the kitchen cleaning up after Cleopatra.
What were you cleaning up?
Cleopatra's trending tea on TikTok. It's only used from foraged ingredients. Have you heard of it?
That doesn't rule you out for murder.
Well, if you're talking about murder, you should speak to Marge. She's the one that poisoned Graham all those years ago.
Graham?
Marge's husband.
I just wanted to keep conflict to a minimum.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, it's terrible. It's really terrible. Yeah.
We are waiting for the toxicology reports to come back, though we suspect it's a poisoning.
Oh.
This isn't the first time you've had to talk to the police about poisoning, is it, Marge?
Oh, that was an accident a few years ago. An accident.
Accident?
Yes, I was foraging for mushrooms, but I must have picked the wrong ones, and Graham got really, really sick. But fortunately, he survived, and there was an investigation, a police investigation, but they decided it was accidental.
How is your relationship with Hudson?
Oh, he is was a sweet boy, a really sweet boy. But he had issues. He couldn't help to steal them. He couldn't help stealing them.
What do you mean, them?
My pearl.
He stole your pearls?
Yes, I saw him.
I'll get it.
But he needed all the financial help he could get, and I just decided to let it go.
So let me see. You have motive, you have method, and the way I see it, you had opportunity.
But it wasn't me. Graham and I were sleeping in bed the whole time. Graham will vouch for me.
Really?
But I know who did it.
Hmm?
Well, it's obvious, isn't it? It was Vivian.
Can I stream this?
Strictly no filming.
I'm sorry for your loss, Cleo. Why don't you take me through what happened?
It's been a tough day, but I'm getting over it now. There was a drop in my followers during the day thanks to Hudson and all his silly business.
Silly business?
Yeah, he couldn't have picked a worse day to die. But now I'm focusing on me and teaching my followers the art of self-care.
Let's talk about your mum and dad. How did they get along with Hudson?
Well, everyone knew he was a dickhead. Mum wasn't a fan and Dad barely tolerated his behaviour.
I see.
Once I even made him a tea, the a-hole didn't even say thank you.
Oh, I forgot to check Hudson's phone.
Yep. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Okay, thanks. Harper, It looks like we have a poisoning on our hands.
Blackmailing too.
Okay, get everybody together in the living room. It's time they found out the truth. Okay, everyone. Harper and I have listened to all your stories. It's clear to us that this family is more than a little bit dysfunctional.
That's a little bit hard.
Hey, settle down. In my experience as a police officer, that's not uncommon. The truth is, anyone here could be the killer. Marge. You hated Hudson because he had been stealing from you, and however you got it, your knowledge of poisons certainly gave you the method to carry it out. Richard, Hudson was blackmailing you for your indiscretion with Marta in the pantry.
What the fuck?
What are you talking about?
Richard!
I didn't do it.
We have the message on Hudson's phone blackmailing you. But the suspects don't end there. Graham, you would do anything to avoid conflict.
No way.
But Vivian, you were incensed. Hudson was blackmailing you too to force you to keep buying drugs from him.
What the fuck?
Vivian, out of all the people here, you had the most reason to kill. 1. Hudson's constant indiscretions took Richard's attention away from you.
No, that's not true.
2. With Hudson in the picture, so was Marta. And that left you feeling very insecure about your relationship.
No.
Finally, if Richard ever found out about your drug taking, that would be it for your relationship. And with that, it would have been the end of the illusion of having the perfect family.
No, that's not true, Richard.
No, Vivian, it isn't. I was convinced it was you, Vivian, right up until a few minutes ago when I, Harper, determined who was the true killer of Hudson. But it turns out that this murder was not really a murder at all. Instead, a series of unfortunate events caused the tragic end to Hudson's life. The toxicology results came in and we found unusually high levels of belladonna, a poisonous berry that can be easily confused with black currants.
Once I even made him a tea, the a-hole didn't even say thank you.
Cleopatra's trending tea on TikTok.
Yes, Cleo, you poisoned Hudson.
Cleopatra!
I tried to minimise the conflict.
I'm Marta. I'm Marta. I'm Marta.
One take. Action.
Rita, could you please help me?
Sure.
Richard!
I just wanted to keep conflict on minimum. Stop laughing.
Yes, Cleo, you poisoned Hudson.
I feel like I'm channeling love.
He was a thief. And a druggie.
What do you mean them?
Can we have our photo now?